it's clear that he wants to be expelled. That's why he refers to all of you as a dishonorable house. He and two other representatives effectively conducted a mutiny on March the 30th of 2023 in this very chamber. He insulted each and every one of you, effectively convicting you of being beholden to interest groups rather than voting your conscience.
How dare he act like he's your equal? How dare he come before this body and not bow down? That's what Representative Bulso was saying, and that's what he told me on the elevator 2 days ago when he tried to incite violence against me and got in my face and said, "You are a damn disgrace." What we are doing today is not respecting the Constitution, but I'm not surprised, because time after time again, this body chooses to burn the Constitution. In fact, we've passed more lawsuits than legitimate laws. When I hear Representative Bulso's statement, it reminds me that there are people in this chamber whose real offense is not what we did, but that in breaking decorum, we asserted our humanity, we asserted the voices and humanity of our district, we asserted our dignity as equal members of this body, who you would rather have silenced, who you would rather have not hear, who you would rather have back somewhere else instead of up here as your equal.
And I understand that some folks voted against the rules that we passed here. That's your obligation to vote against them. But if you vote against them, does that mean that you don't have to follow them?
Representative Jones.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Representative Garrett, but I believe that this is the first time in Tennessee history that a rule violation is resulting in an expulsion hearing. This is the first time that a minor infraction of rules brings a member before this body to be expelled, because as I listed, every other measure of expulsion beginning in 1866 to 2016 were for acts that were criminal, unethical, not a rule violation.
When you took the bullhorn where you stand today, how did that bullhorn get into this chamber? Did you sneak it in the dark overcoat that you had when you went in and out of the house that day, or did you put it in your desk drawer? Tell me how you came to acquire that bullhorn.
So every complaint you have with the megaphone was for actions that happened during recess. And the only reason that I had to use a megaphone is because House Speaker Cameron Sexton cut my voice and the voice of the 78,000 people I represent from the microphone. That's the only reason I had to bring a megaphone, is because the speaker cut off the microphone.
When you say no action, no peace, what do you mean? What does Representative Jones mean by no peace?
And I believe the roots of it lie in something that Martin Luther King stated, that true peace is not merely the absence of tension, but it is the presence of justice. That's what I was saying, is that until we act, there will be no peace in our communities. To Representative Bulso's point, I broke a rule. I did acknowledge that. But what I did not break was my oath that said that I would dissent from and protest against any legislation that is injurious to the people. What I did not break was my promise to the people of District 2 that I would fight for them no matter the consequences. What I did not break was my oath to future generations that says that when I see something that is wrong, that is unjust, that is unfair, I will find a way to get in the way and to get in good trouble, necessary trouble. So thank you for your question.